Hi, friends. It's been a busy year, and I'm sure you all know how busy it's been. It's coming at us from all different directions, right? So I've been kind of hiding out, and by hiding out, I mean just like working like crazy. But one of the things that I have come up with this year to kind of help some of the teachers that I work with keep track of what each student is working on individually and kind of be able to monitor what they need to continue working on with students, what they need to extend on, etc. Is this skill or standard tracker. The one that I'm showing you right now is actually made for an art teacher, but I've also made them for math teachers, and there were a couple other subjects, but I can't remember right now. Basically, you can kind of organize it however you want to. This one's organized by levels and materials, as well as just general categories. So drawing, coloring, painting, printmaking, weaving, and artistic process. The math one I organized by units, and then within the units, which standards are in which sections. That's kind of how she wanted to keep track of it. But the cool thing about this sheet that I've created is that you can check students off as to whether or not they have mastered that specific skill or standard. When you go to check that student off, what's going to happen automatically is it's going to add a little updated date here. That way you can keep track of when the student actually mastered the content. If you uncheck it, it's going to add another updated date. So you can continue to see, there we go, whether or not the students mastered it, what the date was. Another cool thing is that you can actually come up here and add a note. So let's say, who is this? Mark is struggling with retention of this skill, and that's going to add the note right here as well. Of course, you can type it in there. It's just a little bit easier for our teachers to click on add note. So that's all the cool stuff that you can do here, and you can scroll all different ways. Oh, I should also mention that these are organized by classes. So if there's a specific class that you want to work with, clear, let's just work with Miss Duncan's class. Okay, then that brings up just Miss Duncan's class. So then you can go down, check all the students who know where to get and put away drawing materials. You can leave notes. Let's say Juan is still working on that skill. You can add note. And then all of this every night gets dumped into a background sheet that goes to this dashboard. So this dashboard is going to show you the percentage of students that have mastered for each level. You can do it by level, by unit, by section. My mailman just delivered my mail. Fun story. You can do it by category, by grade level, by class. I also added filters up here. All of this can be individualized for whatever you expect to need. So this has a filter for student, class. You can also select the date range of when they mastered it. And then if you narrow down to a specific class, so we can uncheck all of these and let's try Mr. Burgess. I don't know if I'm picking a class that has students who have mastered, but it's going to then show you all the students in that specific class and what they've mastered, what percentage they've mastered. You can also narrow it down to see, let's say I want to know which students in Mr. Burr's class have mastered the painting skills. So I can click on that little section. I can scroll down here, and it's going to narrow down the list of students as well. All right, so there are those students that have mastered 100% of painting skills. That's actually reset all of these, and you can see what this looks like before you narrow it down. You can scroll through here. Anything that's green is mastered. You can see all of the notes that you left, the date that they mastered. pretty much anything you want to see. So this is what I've created for some of our teachers. I was just going to go ahead and put this out here in case this will help anybody, especially right now. I know it's very difficult. We have students at all different skill levels, and some learning virtually, some in the classroom, a lot virtually right now for us. But we want to just continue to meet those students' needs where they are. So if you're interested, please reach out and I will help get you set up. I am an LLC, Jessica Lane 8817 at gmail.com, or 8817jessicalane.com is my website. I've been doing this for about a year and a half on the side at this point, a few more years past that, just as my full-time job. So been working with lots of schools all over the United States and Canada. I love setting these things up for people. I love connecting with educators all over. So let me know what you think.